Another day, another dollar. Daylight comes, I'm on my way. Another day, another dollar. Working my whole life away.
Welcome back, another day, another dollar, right? To another, well, tractor viewing, I guess, with Morgan. Today we're looking at the 40. Now, it's in a peculiar spot, and I didn't want to start it up because if I start it up, she'll start shooting the old black smoke, and we'll be forever waiting for this place to air out. So I said I'm not going to do that. So what I'll do is I'll just bear with me. I'll get it done. Anyways, what we're doing is the old 40, and well, actually it's a good thing because the 30's right here, and I said they're pretty well the same but not the same. Just by the front ends, just looking at them, you can tell they're not the same. Weight package is a little bit moved, a little bit different. In between the lights, obviously, look, you get case and nothing there. And well, Case International, Case. And I think there's 2 years or something through these tractors. This tractor's an 89, and that one's I forget what that one is. This one's an 89. And the plan for next summer, we're gonna put some duals on the front of this thing. So we're gonna have 2 wheels out here on the front too. So we'll have duals in the front and duals in the back. And I think that's gonna be one gnarly looking machine when she gets that on there. But after last year's kerfuffle, and we were trying to get planting, and the ground was wet, and it didn't quite work for us. We really need a little extra flotation, I guess you could say. And this is the way the global warming is going to go. We're going to have wet falls all the time, and we're going to have to vamp her up a little bit more. But anyways, again, mud flaps are different, round, square. These ones are square at top. These ones are round, all the way around. These ones have a little bit of a, taper to them. We're going to go to the back end now. Let me get in there. I got to stop it right now and come right back to you. And we're back. Again, back end, lighting in them, they didn't care too much back then, or they thought this was enough, but, or this was great back in those days, but now, like, with that new tractor and stuff, these look like a candlestick, basically, compared to that new tractor, them lights. Fuel tank's big on her, around 250 liters or so, up around there, I'd say. Again, right there in the center for weight on top of the wheels. This thing was used a lot more. Remember in the 8930, when we did the 8930, the back end looks pretty well brand new on that. Well, this thing's a little bit more used, as you can tell. But when we go down here, look at that, them balls spin nice and easy. Remember what happened on the 8930? Well, if you don't, you'll have to go back and watch. But again, these are also different too. On the 30, they're like covers that you have to actually move. And here they're like, well, you know what they're like. But anyways, big strong top link on her. I think this thing actually is, I'm just going to sneak a little peek over here at this one. I'd say they're pretty well the same. They didn't really change anything other than on the 30, there's buttons you can use up here. And actually, I'll show them to you. 30, there's those buttons. Yeah, and you can control the arms from out here inside the cab, whatever, if you're hooking up something. But the only thing we got that hooks up like that is the ripper. So, and we don't really use the ripper a whole lot because we don't really plow around a whole lot, because when we rent our land out, some of the potato guys, when they need it, they need good ground, right, or good loose ground, so they plow the land. So basically, we don't have to do it. Big duals on her. Actually, it has a bigger. These are the old Quick Connect, and with the spacer in them, they're a little bit wider than the 30. You can just tell by that. You see that gap, and there's the 30's gap. Again, here's 40 gap. So she's a little bit wider. Anyways, let's go back out to the front. I think I showed you just everything I could show you back here. Yeah, again, PTO, but that's geared on 1,000. If you can see it, yeah, that's 1,000. That's not 540. So that's kind of interesting. That's the first thing I noticed. Now I'm like, oh yeah. So you got to switch that over to 540 if you want to use it for 540. Yeah, that's it for that. So let's go back out to the front end. All right, so we're back out here to the front end again. I don't know if we can tell or not. Can't really tell from here, but that 40 is actually taller than the 30, just by a little bit. But I don't know why, but when you look at them, especially when you're outside looking at them, you can tell this one's just a little bit bigger. But I don't know what makes it that little bit bigger. I'm not sure if it's the tires or how high the sidewalls are or what's going on to make it taller, but it's just a little bit taller. Alright, we're going up into her. Interior light there comes on. Oh yeah, your toolbox and stuff's here. Comes in useful. This is actually a new one. This is funny. This thing is new. And trust me, we don't really dry this a whole lot in the winter time. And look. Like, that toolbox might be a year or two maybe old. And the worst part is we got that from Case. Look at it. It's like pretty near rusted through. I don't know about today's stuff. But anyways, let's get back on topic here. Alright, we're up in here. Now, on the 30, if anyone noticed. Oh, Tom Petty rocking. This thing has a tape deck in her. Or no, not even a tape deck. I don't even got a tape deck. It's just a straight up radio, old school. Yeah. And trust me, on long days, that gets kind of aggravating. My dash doesn't really light up in this thing like we seen in another video, so we see what we were doing there. But yeah, look at that. That thing has 2,679 hours. That's for an 89 for a 7140 with 2,679 hours. That is probably outrageously. Probably isn't another tractor around. If you can find one that's a 7140 that has lesser hours than that on it, that someone's still using, you'd show me. But and I bet you the worst part is we'll run over and look at that. I bet you that one over there is probably lesser than this one. But yeah, that's funny. Air conditioning, fan speed, your heater when you want to turn your heat on. And I'm pretty sure you got to go down in the cab and turn a thing so it puts heat up into the cab. So your fan will actually blow hot air and not cold air. You press that in to get the squishy stuff to blow out on the windshield. And you turn it there to get it to go back and forth. Here we got our hydraulic ports or whatever, how we run, how to pick up things, stuff right there. And we got how we can run our speed on our hydraulics. This is our hazard beacons. Our lights up there. I don't know if we can see them there. Yeah, a little bit right there. Actually, we might be able to turn them on. Come on here. Oh yeah. Don't these things, with the double beacons, these things look, this tractor looks sweet. But anyways, let's get back on topic again. We're getting off topic. Cigarette lighter works. That was for when we used to pull the cedar with this thing. This is something to do with that, but I wasn't around here when that was going on, so that's just a whole nother story there, right? This thing's a little control box. Now on the 30 it was a little different, but yeah, you see that's all what's all's in here. Oh, here, maybe I can turn that on. Oh yeah, look at that. So there you go, your drop speed and your hitch response speed. So that'd be if plowing ground and stuff. Yeah. All right. Here we got your 4-wheel drive, so you would hit that ahead. That green light means we're in 4-wheel drive. And then if I want to lock all 4 wheels together, so all 4 wheels are spinning, which pretty well means you're going in a straight line, and that's it. You'd hit that, and now you could go. And all that works great. Turn the 4-wheel drive, that stuff off. I don't know what it is with these cases, but all of them have this stupid flashing light in them that you gotta do that, or and there, and it stops flashing. Yay. That's a preset position. I'm pretty sure you should be able to hit that and that would go to a preset position, which I'm pretty sure that's pretty advanced for an 89, if that's how that works. Someone could get back to me on that one, on how that one really, see, that's what I mean. We don't use the arms a whole lot of these. When we use these tractors, we're towing, we're pulling, we're not using anything on the arms. So you ask me anything to do with the arms on these things, I'm just like a person learning for the first time, because I really don't know. Open your air vents and stuff there in the back. Got 2 controllers for that, and I'm pretty sure out there, where you see that metal mesh screen out there, that's your filter for putting good air in the cab so you're not getting dust. But I don't think that really works all that well, because I still get dusty in here. You got your shutdown override, your horn. I'm very surprised that works, but it works too. Man, everything works in here, except for my friggin' dash lights. Turn signals, they all work. We're definitely not hitting that ether thing. It probably does work, but we're not hitting that. And your low and high beams, which I never really use because they don't really do anything. You know what it's like flicking the low and high beams on it. It's like going from a candle to friggin', or going from a, well, something's not as bright as a candle to a candle. Anyways. Clutch, brakes, all that stuff. Didn't show that on the other tractor, but they're obviously the same, right? The key to starter and all your lights. So your 4-way flashers, your headlights, and all that stuff. Again, the lights aren't really bright on her, but they work. The beacon lights are actually brighter than anything. They have to do the actual headlights. Anyways, we'll shut her all off here and try not to run the batteries dead. Your mirrors and all that stuff. We keep her all clean and everything. No dirt on the floor in here. I got a little broom there. I keep everything clean. But yeah, what was that for hours? I forget, it was 2,679 or something like that. That's pretty low. I know I'm making this video long because of this, but let's sneak over into this thing just for a quick second, because I actually don't know how many hours are on this tractor. So me and you guys and the whole world are all going to learn at the same time. It's going to turn on. Radio's probably going to turn on this thing too. Let's see what it says. Man, I wish my dash would do that. Oh, you're not going to show me now, are you? Oh, okay. Let's hit this button. There we go. Well, there you go, 2,273. Wow. That is unbelievable. So, you guys want anything to say about that? That's crazy, really. For the year these tractors are, they really don't have any hours on them. Actually, this old girl here has actually got the most hours on it. And I haven't done a video on it, but I want to clean her out a little bit before we do a little video on her. Actually, I get the most hours pretty near on this tractor for running too. But the 40, we use her for everything we need for pulling and real hard pull. And that thing is supposed to be, well, when they put them out, it was like 200 horsepower or something like that, or 180 or 190, and this thing was like 170 or whatever. But we put this thing on dyno a few years back, and supposedly it was putting almost 230 something horse out to the PTO. So that makes it what? So you're losing 10 horse PTO supposedly. So that puts us in the 240 horse range, which is pretty outrageous because they were only supposed to be 200. But the engine in her works pretty good. And the transmission works pretty good too. I know some people aren't real fans of that power shuttle shift, whatever, in these tractors. And I've heard nightmare stories about it too. But so far, so good here. That'll be it for today. If anyone's got any comments or anything, or wants to know anything else, or wants to see anything else, we will be, we'll get back to you on that. As far as episodes go, we are going to be out. We're going to be out this week. The episode is coming out this week, but I'm not sure on whether it's going to be Wednesday or not. It could be Wednesday or it's going to be Thursday. The real truth is it could be Wednesday, and it's going to be Wednesday, but the problem is with Wednesday is I'm not sure if I might not get it all finished and put together by Wednesday, and if I do, it'll be like 11 o'clock at night, and I don't want to put it out at that time because not very many people that are watching on Facebook and, well, YouTube, not really, but Facebook, a lot of people are watching on the East Coast, and I got to keep that in mind too when I'm doing that. So not that I'm really paying attention, but I do like seeing the views and stuff, and we broke records there on Facebook here last week with like 6,000 on a video there. So, or no way, it wasn't 6,000. It's like 5.2 or something like that now. So, which is pretty good for us because, look what we got going on here. But anyways, thanks for the support. Let's get this thing, keep it rolling. And again, if you have anything you want to share or anything, just let us know and we'll get back to you. So anything else, we will see everyone on Wednesday or Thursday later on.